All right, now I'm finna talk about TNA, my love of TNA, aka Impact Wrestling. And a lot of people say that WWE is finna buy TNA. Well, I gotta say, if they are buying TNA, aka Impact Wrestling, the end is near because that's the end of pro wrestling as I know and love. Because all I got and watch, I guess, now is ROH and Lucha Underground and New Japan Wrestling because TNA was close as it gets to WWE towards United States top or second option for pro wrestling because Lucha Underground is okay. I love Johnny Nitro and or Johnny Mundo. Like I love that dude and Rey Mysterio and all them guys and even Prince Puma is cool as hell. Like he's raw as hell, but it's like I don't own that cable, so I gotta watch like highlight clips on YouTube. So I don't really get to watch the full episodes because I don't own the certain cable that they have, whatever. Which I always thought that was dumb to have it only on certain cables, and the fact that I feel like it should have been on like Channel 9 or something, like the shows that they have on there, because I don't really know too many shows on there except for Dusk Till Dawn, which come on Netflix. So like that's about it. All I watch on that channel, the El Rey channel. I don't know what else is on there except for Dusk Till Dawn and Lucha Underground. Other than that, I have no idea what else comes on there. Anyway, if TNA is gone, there's no reason to watch pro wrestling anymore for me because it's like I love pro wrestling. I always have, and I mean, I'm 25 old. I just turned 25, and I still love wrestling. But it's just that I don't enjoy WWE because it's sports entertainment. It's not really wrestling. It's more of a sports entertainment thing, you know. Like I watched to see how AJ Styles is, which is one of my favorites. You know, he's in my top 10. Always has been, always will be. But he's not the AJ Styles from like TNA or even New Japan Wrestling. AJ Styles, which was totally awesome in Japan with the Bullet Club and all them. That was awesome. I thought that was kind of lame calling them the club. I don't watch WWE when I just see clips on YouTube or whatever or wherever else I see it. I don't, actually watch a full 3 hour piece of garbage called Raw. SmackDown, I don't even watch that either. I mean, it's got people I like on SmackDown. Like I used to like Randy Orton when I was a kid, but I grew up, and then I saw other guys like AJ Styles. I was like, oh, well, I mean, Randy Orton's cool and all, but like AJ Styles was the man in my opinion. When I first saw, I think I was like maybe 14. I think when I stopped watching WWE. So I haven't watched WWE in like since 14. I'm 25, so like I don't know, shit, probably like 10 years. I think almost 10 years, not 10 years, but at least like 6 or 7 years. Maybe wait, it's still at 16. I was fortunate. Yeah, about 8 years, maybe 9, since I watched an actual full show or any WWE event. Like I watch every once in a while, do skins. The only reason I know the characters in WWE because I watch their pro wrestling because I play their pro wrestling game. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I know who's in WWE and the new stuff that's going on. The rest of it, I couldn't really care because like the only reason I buy the new wrestling games anymore is to make cross shows through online now that I'm kind of into. And so and the people who I don't know if anybody's watching any of my shows right now and wondering why I haven't put anything up for 2K WWE 2K16. Well, 17 is coming out, so I'm trying to wait for 17 to come to my house, get it through Amazon. So it might not be back for a while, like till like next month, not October, but like maybe some back. My show that I'll start up might be start up till like November or maybe early 2017 sometime. So if anybody enjoyed any of my shows, thank you. Anyway, but I can't stand WWE. It cringes. Like certain people, I've liked certain people in WWE, but I never liked it as a whole. As in TNA, I liked everything about it. Like it was just Curry Man to like Jay Lethal, all those guys were awesome. And it's like sad to see them all spread all over the place, not in the same company. But I can't. I like if it was Jay Lethal and all them guys, like all the guys that's like Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. They was in ROH and all that other stuff. That's now in WWE. It kind of makes me sad because WWE's just picked them up because they were so good in another company that was close, wasn't really close to competing with them. And personally, I think even though I love TNA, I know they was never truly competing, but it was close as it was going to get to anyone else, right? But okay, they liked it, the gimmick of like Bible If Factor. They don't know how to make If Factor in WWE important because the WWE fans and a lot of real hardcore fans are the ones that the ones that's hardcore fans there now is kind of dumb because like when it's a bad guy, they don't boo the bad guys. They boo like a guy like John Cena. Even though I'm not a fan of John Cena that much, I don't hate him. I don't boo him. I don't cheer him. I don't I don't react. I see John Cena. I was like, oh okay. Like I cheered like hell when I was like 12, and then I turned 13. I was like Tad Jensen, and I got into Orton, and then I got into Edge, and then Christian, and then when Christian left, I think whatever year it was when Christian left, like I guess it was '07 or something like that, or '06, and went to TNA. I started watching it because Christian was there. I was like really into Christian because I love Christian and Hardy Boys and Edge and all them. Yeah, and I still watched Edge on SmackDown at one point later on. But I never really watched Raw at all, ever, really. And I never enjoyed Raw. To tell you the truth, like I can't remember a time that I watched the episode of Raw. I was like, oh my god, it's so awesome. Like it's like it's Raw, fucking boring Raw. And SmackDown always, they always say SmackDown was a B show, but I always felt like SmackDown was more enjoyable. I mean, it had Kurt Angle, they had Raw, on Raw, they had Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I was like, I've never watched Shawn Michaels hardly ever. Like I've seen him every once in a while, but like his finish is a super kick. Like 90% of everybody else nowadays uses a super kick, so I don't know. And I don't hate Shawn Michaels. I just never really been into him that much. Like HBK, Heartbreak Kid. I liked him kind of from playing. I like playing him in the games. That's about it when I was a kid. I've never like, oh, DX, like wow. I was like, okay, DX, so cool. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, yeah, I'm changing the channel. See what's on the football or something. I didn't even like football. I just changed it to see what else was going on. But anyway, I wasn't really in DX. NWO was okay, but I didn't watch them when it was in WCW because back in the day, I didn't even know what WCW was. When I found out what WCW was, it was gone. Like everybody was telling me, "Oh, you gotta watch this, that." All my friends was like, what channel does it come on?" But it was on cables, I think. So like I didn't have cable. So all I got to watch was SmackDown. I didn't know it was anything other than SmackDown on television at one point. For years and years, I didn't know it was a such thing as SmackDown until I got cable. And then once I got cable, oh, it's Raw. And I was like, that's what they be talking about. Oh man, this is some shit. SmackDown's Raw, SmackDown is Raw. You know what I'm saying? But and then I start watching TNA and I was like, man, this is so much more fun. I mean, ROH, I can't get into it as much as TNA. I never, like, I always been a TNA guy, really, mostly since, like, 14, like I said, 14, 13, yeah, whatever. But I love TNA, and I thought it was, like, so awesome, especially Samoa Joe. Samoa's gonna kill, Joe's gonna kill, I just remember that shit. It was awesome. And, like, now, they got him on NXT. I feel like that's almost like a fucking like FU. I mean, I know Daniel Bryan went through NXT, but that was like it's not like Daniel Bryan was like old like Drew. Not like Joe is really old. He's a young man, but he's old compared to me. And I feel like Joe's only got like he probably can go because Joe is one of those guys who probably go for another 30 years, like Larry the King Lawler, because he never did he did jump through the ropes when he was younger, but he stopped doing it after a while. But like Joe, I feel like he can be like a Jerry Lawler in the future, but I feel like they need to give him the belt eventually. Because I see he's on NXT. I never watched NXT at all because I don't have the network, but I see clips, you know what I'm saying, through YouTube. That's the only reason I know he's on NXT. And they got Shinsuke Shakamura on NXT, and it's like, I mean, I know. I guess they gotta have him come through up through NXT, but like it's like why? Why? I would love to see a rematch of Shinsuke versus Brock. A lot of people don't know that, but Brock, when he was New Japan Wrestling, him and Shinsuke Nakamura fought for the World Heavyweight Champion back in the day. I don't remember what year it was, but it was I seen that match. That was awesome. That was like this was before he had the long hair and everything. But yeah, it was awesome. You know what I'm saying? It was balls to the walls, awesome match in every kind of way. The type of match that WWE tries their best to produce, but like try to produce it fake as possible. You know, because like in Japan, even though it's wrestling, it's fake, they still want them to hit hard. And they don't do that in WWE because they don't want no one to get hurt. But it's like your job is to make it look like somebody got fucked up. How do you fuck someone up without hurting someone? Really, you're doing all these weird moves, jumping on people. Someone's going to get hurt, but you're too much of a, I don't know. I just feel like WWE's pussy. You know what I'm saying? Personally, the pussy company of pro wrestling. And it's been around forever. It's everybody loves it. And it's like, especially people. I don't understand. I don't know. I seen the '80s wrestling was awesome, except for Hogan. I never really was a Hogan fan. And not like just because he said the N word or whatever. I don't really care because I mean I do, but like he didn't say it to me. I guess he said I don't know who he said to. I heard he said the N word. I don't even know what he said 100%, and I don't really care that much because I heard horror stories of how he treated other wrestlers in the back, and that's what pissed me off the most. You know what I'm saying? Especially what he did to Jesse the Body, which was bogus as hell. You know what I'm saying? Dude tried to make a union and he snitched to Vince. It's like that's why no one should cry for what do you call that Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan got like $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Like or some shit because from that company. It was like TMZ or whatever. Basically posted all that shit out or whatever, and he's like now he's suing them again. It's like just you got $100 million. Just sit down and eat your pizza, old man. Just sit in the corner. No one wants to watch you, and stop trying. I don't know if it's true, but I heard he was trying to do shows and stuff, or trying to get people to sign people's autographs. I'm like, no, no, don't do it. You already made your name mud. Do you want to just look like the sad old man even more than you are? I mean, when you was wrestling in TNA, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, that was the only time I actually seen Hogan and was like thought he was actually cool. But all he did was bleed TNA dry. He did the same thing he did to the WCW. Hogan is the reason why WWE wasn't because he said some racist stuff. Because he is a company bleed you dry type of person. He bleeds you dry. I mean, look how WWE is now. I mean, when he did that comeback in like 2014 or 15, they got happy when he got caught saying all kind of shit because then they had a reason to let him go because he bleeds the company dry. He gets his money, he leaves, and gets as much as possible. I don't I don't know who Kevin Dunn is, but if he's the guy who makes up all the storylines for WWE, fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who he is, but from what I heard, he makes. I was like, dude, you just please just. I wish WWE. Much as I love wrestling, I would not cry if they went out of business. Even though I love their pro wrestling games, I'm gonna tell you the truth, God honest truth. I could care less if Raw ended today, SmackDown ended today. I couldn't care. Goodbye.